And this episode of GameByte is brought to you by us and our friends over at Jinx.com. If you want 10% off of your entire shopping cart on Jinx.com, use the code on screen, _366, and save yourself that 10%. If you're spending $100, you're saving yourself $10 from Jinx.com. Use that promo code. That's right, _366 and save yourself a little scratchola, a little money, Diego, or maybe use that 10% on another purchase after that. All right, that's $10. All right, that's like 1/5 of a hoodie from Jinx.com. that goes a long way, guys. Your $10 will go a long way. And when you spend your money on Jinx.com, once again, use the promo code _366 at checkout. Whether it's on a C9, well, formerly C9 Shroud shirt, because he's got his own branding now. Whether it's on a Battle for Azeroth or Bafa shirt or hoodie, because they have a new, Bafa. They have a great collection now over on Jinx.com. So check it out. I might get myself a hoodie of the Alliance and of the Horde, because I swing both ways. In World of Warcraft, and again, save yourself 10%. Use the promo code _366 when you check out. And don't forget to, tell your friends, tell your family that, oh my gosh, Christmas is coming up. I might want something from Jinx.com, and maybe you can use this promo code from that favorite podcast of mine, Hello from the Magic Tavern. No, Quit Stalling's gaming podcast, GameByte. All right, Quit Stalling _366. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, everyone, to GameByte. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the gaming podcast simulator that helps you realize that no one wants to hear your innermost thoughts on the Game Shark. 20 years later, 30 years later, it's dead. It's a buried issue. People have used it. It's done. All right, no one wants to hear about it anymore. GameByte is your podcast, your weekly podcast for a more lighthearted take on video game news, reviews, and so much more. I am your host. I am what you might perceive to be Herald Silvestre. I can neither confirm nor deny that. That's for judgment to happen after you complete your save file. But you'll figure it out later on after you reload. You might be right, you might be wrong. I might be who I appear to be. I might not be. But I've got a co-host with me today. Sadly, no Mick, no former child star or resident tavern keeper today. He's ill. He's not. He's also because he has no internet. Mainly because he has no internet. But I do have a co-host today, keeping me company while I'm feeling down in the dumps. I'm sick. I'm sick, guys. I'm ill as well. But you might know him as the failed attempt to create Jack Black on Black Desert Online. He's Instant DZ himself. It's Diego Z. How you doing, Diego?
The failed attempt. I could say it's a pretty good replication. You gotta give me some credit. I spent much hours editing my beard, my beard, my mustache. All I need is like a way to rock out like the legendary Jack Black himself. Oh, and Human Panda gifted a tier sub to Commander Root.
Wow! Wow, dude, the panda is raging. This guy is on a tear. Every week he just gifts this sub to someone. Human Panda, thank you so much, dude. Hold on, dude, you are awesome, Human Panda. Thank you so much.
Dude, he joins what I love about Human Panda. He pops in my stream every now and then, like especially when I'm playing Cinetracer. Just to say hi. I'm like, oh, you sweet, thank you.
The dude is awesome. And sorry, Human Panda, I wasn't able to play Overwatch with you earlier on, but me and DZ, we can carve out some time this week to play some Halloween Terror with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, this guy deserves it. Human Panda deserves some time. We keep thanking him on the show, but we got to thank him by playing some games with him for once. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always nice, especially personally. I don't think I've played with him yet. It's always nice to play with new people, discover new play styles, and just enjoy Overwatch in general.
Oh, for real, definitely, and it's gonna be great. I look forward to it, Diego. We have a couple of things to talk about today, but we're in no rush. No, we've missed the show for I think 2 weeks now. Has it been 2 weeks?
It's been a while. Yeah, I'd say 2 weeks.
It's been a couple of weeks, and we've missed you guys. Elgin especially, because he was supposed to be on the show. Was it last week or the week before?
I think 2 weeks ago because last week we're
We
supposed to
wanted
do
to get him.
scrims or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so yeah, me and DZ have been busy with plus attack related stuff. Thank
Mhm.
you to everyone at Play on WASD for having us. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on that we'll share in just a little bit. But I want to give a shout out once again to everyone in the chat: Elder Jin, Commander Root, Human Panda 22, who said "Boo Alliance." There would be
Boo
no horde without the
Alliance.
alliance. So you gotta love both equally. Elder Jin says Jiraxis.exe approves this message from my intro with the whole Jigs.com stuff. Yes, we miss Jiraxis as well. The powerful Eridar Lord of the Burning Legion. I think he's dead now. I'll, I'll check online later on. But yeah, Elgin and everyone in the chat, welcome back. We appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for tuning in, all of you guys. Diego, man, I've missed everyone. How are you?
Yeah. How am I?
Yeah, how are you?
How am I or how about me? Sorry.
Well, either way. Yeah, either.
No,
There's
I
no
just wanted to
difference
make sure I
really.
heard that right. Yeah. Okay. To answer, how am I? I'm great. Oh yeah, I have. Oh yeah, I had the biopsy. So that cyst in my back got removed successfully. No problems, no cancer.
Woo!
Thank God. Yeah, so all's good. Cleared, motherfucker.
That's
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
fine. That's fine.
No, but like that's just how. I really want to emphasize how good of news that is because man, diseases like that, they're no joke. And like, for all I know, I could be laughing about that cyst that I've been having in my back for 3 years. It just decided to evolve into a pimple monster. That shit ain't safe. So it's glad I got the surgery done, and I have a cool scar in my back, and then everything's cleared. How about you, Harold? How are you?
I'm doing good, dude. Like, basically, talking about you for a second. Like, we never do this, so I wanna emphasize that. Like,
Okay.
no, like you mentioned, why is the SoundCloud logo showing up on our GameByte frame? I should.
It must
remove
be
that.
an old template you're using because
Maybe.
since you removed it, we haven't had a 2-man show, so it's still there.
Yeah, that's true. We'll fix that later on. But
Yeah,
like,
that's okay.
whenever someone sees your scar, like when you're at the beach or like when you're swimming at a pool, like a public pool or something, and
Mm-hmm.
people like talking about it, like when you overhear it, you're like, you should, and you hear it, you overhear it. You should walk up and be like, hey, you should see the other guy. Like,
Yeah, like just for context as well, like the piece of flesh that they removed from my back. Imagine a Nagarayan nut made of flesh. I'm sorry, I had to
no
put that in here.
one
But that's
will
the best
ever
way to
eat
put it.
nagarayas ever again.
This video is sponsored by
Nagaraya!
Nagaraya,
Oh!
man.
I remember they had like the craziest commercials back in the 90s.
Crazy commercials are what we need now.
Oh yeah, I mean they were original. I mean commercials nowadays are kind of boring. No offense to anyone working in the
Well,
local.
no, I mean, no,
advertising
I'll be honest. It's true. It's true. That's because the ones that shine now. Okay, I'm sorry to sound like an SJW, but to be real, the ads that shine now are the ones that are crazy. It's because, exactly as Harold's saying, majority of vitamin C is the same thing. So the ones that
Yeah.
really are really wacky out of this mind, those will shine. Those are what become viral.
Why? No, it's true, right? And like, it's not because of. Actually, I take it back. It's not because of the agencies, because they do their best. It's because of the companies that hire the agencies and tell them what they want, and it's never anything creative.
Yeah, like there has to be some sort of like middle ground between both parties.
Yeah.
There are some clients that are amazing. There's some agencies that are amazing, but then there, of course, you have the other side. Some clients have problems, some agencies have problems. No one is good. It's just that you just have to find common ground between everything. There has to be a connection between client and agency because
Yeah.
if the agency's happy, if the client's happy, agency's happy. It's like it's full circle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Real quick before we get back to that, Human Panda 22 with another gifted sub. This man is on a tear, Diego. Wow, Human Panda, you were awesome. My God, how?
We can, with all the subs that he's given, we can actually make a montage.
We really could. And like you gifted one to Francis, and it allowed Francis to be able to resub for $1. Like, Human Panda, you were awesome. I can't wait to meet you, dude. Are you going to ESGS? We could meet at ESGS.
Yeah, we can have like those like just announce it, like we'll just be there. Like drop by, say hi. And like we'd want to. I'd want to meet so many of the people who've watched us, who play with us. Right?
Yeah, we'll be at Indie Fiesta, if anything.
Indie Fiesta.
Yeah, dude, that'll be fun. That'll be fun, Human Panda. And everyone in the chat, Danunchi, who else did Human Panda gift the sub to? All you guys. He gifted a sub earlier to Commander Root. Yeah, so yeah. Let's hang out.
Commander Root.
Yeah. So real quick, I want to touch real quick on the marketing and commercial thing. There was one really cool commercial I saw locally that was for like an insurance agency, and it was a comedian, like someone our age. I think I saw him in college at one point. He was like the star. It was kind of like based on his life, but exaggerated because he's a comedian, and. It was
Phil
a really good commercial. No. Oh, it might have been Phil Am. Might have been Phil Am Live.
Okay.
Yeah, but one of those.
Like, I missed it. I didn't see this one.
Yeah, I'll look for it later. It was really funny, and like it was based around him, and I'm pretty sure he wrote it as well, because one of his fellow comedians who I went to a class with in college was giving him props and all that. So like, it can go right, but the clients have to be willing for the risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of like nuances that come in with it, like pre-production. Here's the key: if you I'm just saying this out of like experience. A successful shoot is based on how well the pre-production is. Honestly, the video is 80% pre-production and 20% is just shooting it.
Oh man, that's interesting because video games and their commercials sometimes aren't reflective of the actual product, which we can say for a lot of commercials.
Like food, you do know that ice cream is like mashed potatoes, right?
Yeah, on the commercials, I do know that.
Yeah, fries is also weird, but like that one's like too complicated to get into.
Yeah. I in my head that was more like Blur Studios and what they do with trailers. Like, have you seen the Star Wars The Old Republic trailers? Those things are legitimate. Like, I would watch this on Netflix deals. I would watch this in the cinema. And then when you look at Star Wars The Old Republic, it's an MMO. Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I thought this would be another film or series.
Yeah.
Like, it's a game, but didn't last very long. It was very ambitious though.
Yeah, EA.
Yeah.
Happens.
But I'm sorry to get onto it, but you did play SWTOR, right?
Oh man, for the longest time, I had hope for that game because I play WoW. I love World of Warcraft, and I thought you're merging my favorite genre with one of my favorite properties of all time, and having a baby, and then
What would you say was your biggest problem with that? For me, I could say it was just that there was not enough content.
Yes.
To go after. The end game was nothing.
Yes.
There's no end game.
Absolutely that. And the fact that the servers were sharded because they were anticipating World of Warcraft level numbers, the world sometimes felt more empty than it should have been.
Sharded. Okay.
Yeah, like the servers were there were a ton of servers is what I mean. Like and none of them were interconnected. It wasn't like Warcraft is now. It was more like Warcraft was back then. And because they couldn't fill up those servers, they couldn't be high population. The world felt more empty than a game like World of Warcraft would. And when it was released, it had a lot to live up to because World of Warcraft just came out with looking for dungeons or looking for group and all those features. And the Old Republic launched without all those fundamental features that people look for. And there was a lot of that. It was a lot of the quality of life stuff that WoW gave us at that time that SWTOR had to live up to. And it never did.
I think another thing would be like, okay, the best class was definitely not a Jedi or Sith. That's for sure.
I love me some Jedi Sentinel, man. I was a Zabrak Jedi Sentinel.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, my
sleep.
One of the good classes was the Bounty Hunter. That was a solid class.
Definitely. Like everyone, see, that's the thing. Everyone wanted to play the Han Solo. Everyone wanted to play the Boba Fett and the Darth Maul. In my case, I named him Darth Herald, and then my name was revoked because the servers eventually merged. Like it was nuts. It was nuts. So that's another thing that drove me away from the game is when the servers finally did merge. I lost my name because someone had it before me. Like someone from another server had it before I did. So when they merged, they took the person who had it earlier and gave him the name, and I had to rename. First of all, it's stupid because I bought the game for early access just so I could get the name. Okay? Not cool. Not cool. Not fair. Very not fair. So a lot of factors. It was a lot of the little things that drove me away from SWTOR, and I wanted to love it. You know, I came from the hype of The Force Unleashed. I love Star Wars in general. I love the genre. So it was hard, man. It was hard. And you got to play it. Because we didn't get to hang out as much back then. So you got to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I played it only when my brother stopped because I just watched him play.
Okay.
Wait, no, I did play. I wasn't making money the time that it was out. So, and we only had one PC back then. So I'd only play when my brother's gone, and I'd use his account. I'd play with the characters. So yeah, I didn't put much time into it. But like, my thing is that after seeing my brother do that, there were times that I watched my brother. Okay.
Yeah.
On PvP, that's all there was after he reached the max level. It's just PvP.
Yes.
So I mean, it's just all I have to look forward to is PvP.
Exactly.
And the thing is,
the raids, like
I didn't even know there were raids.
Yeah, and they were called not flashpoints. Flashpoints were the dungeons. I forgot what the raids were called, but I think that's another critical flaw of the Star Wars of the SWTOR team was they focused too hard on the boss has to be enormous like in traditional MMOs or dungeon games. They're all robots. They're all different droids, and give me a 7-foot Asajj Ventress. Give me like a 15-foot bald. I don't know. Give me a Zabrak, like a 15-foot Zabrak to fight. Like, give me
those things sound cool, even though I don't have any idea what they are.
a Zabrak is Darth Maul's race.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were like referring to one of those like huge giant monster things. The one that Luke
that
killed.
too.
Yeah, there, those ones.
Like the Zillo Beast in the Clone Wars, the big Godzilla-looking thing. That was awesome.
And they never had that. They never had that. So it was kind of a meh. Although I'll admit the PvP was fun. I guess the PvP was fun. But then again, you could only do that for so long. And for me, like I realized, I think for me, like how I felt like it wasn't doing well was because it was during WoW. I mean, at that time, there was no other MMO that was going to compete with WoW. It had the same business model, subscription basis. It was practically WoW reskinned to look like Star Wars. So how do you expect people to jump when they've already invested so much time into a game and they're just going to start from the beginning?
Yeah.
So, which is why, like, I mean, and any MMO that was probably made at that time wouldn't have been worth it because you can't compete with WoW because all your whole market is already playing that game and they're not gonna gonna stop.
That's the thing. They got people enticed. They had people with the fact that it's a Star Wars game. They lacked the fundamental stuff that would make it good. The quality of life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like looking for group and quests marked easily. Well, actually, they had that, but the fact that there was a lot of stuff missing is what we're saying, and a lot of the grindiness in MMOs that disappeared throughout WoW's lifespan is something they launched with. So again, like we can go on with this for hours, but it's disappointment. Like should have left BioWare alone. EA. Going into the chat real quick, the Nunchi is asking, will we be at ESGS? Yes. Diego and I, and we're hoping to rope in a bunch of the other quit stalling hosts and Sorbs and whoever else is free to go to ESGS with us, and we could meet up. We could have some fun, talk a little bit. We need to hang out with more people. Like our circle consists of all the quit stalling hosts. We need and Francis, we want to hang out with a lot of people. So yeah, if you're going to ESGS, hit us up on the Facebook, on the Twitter, and let's arrange something. He was also asking, how did I develop my accent to sound American? Internet, television, and it's a lot of inner monologue. Like the more I talked in my head while I was playing video games back then, like it really helped. I used to commentate when I'd play Pro Evolution Soccer in FIFA. Like I just commentate myself, like, you beauty! Stevie J with a wonderful goal from outside the box. Like, it's just a lot of that.
Yeah, that's like the best trick, It's just exactly what Harold said is just watch a lot of TV. It sounds so horrible when you say it. Like it's watch a lot of TV, play a lot of video games, watch a lot of internet.
Oh man, I mean, growing up in the age that we grew up in kind of helped,
Yeah, that's true.
And like, if you're gonna say words, like I think that was one thing I grew up with was if you want to say words, say it how people who came up with the words would say it. Like, I mean, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Sounds so pretentious. Okay, let's.
Barcelona.
Diego, I'm going to Ibiza.
Ibiza?
Ibiza?
Ibiza? What's Ibiza?
Ibiza. Ibiza.
Where's that?
It's in the Mediterranean. It's like it's near, is it part of Spain? It might be near Spain.
Ibiza.
But I know
let me
it's in the
check.
Mediterranean. Yeah, it's cool.
Ibiza?
And then Eldergen was saying the guy who got the Herald name had even earlier access than I did. Dude, the dude was a stormtrooper. I searched for him. He was a trooper. I was so mad. I was like, he's not even a Darth. Okay, he's not even a Darth Herald like I was.
Wow. The least he could have done was hold up to the name, right?
I was so sad. I was so pissed. Eldergen was also saying a 20-foot Mandalorian bounty hunter would have that would have worked, dude. Like have him on like space roids times 20.
The move. I mean, Solo should have been a Mandalorian movie instead.
Dude, we're talking about the Mandalorian in this week's Geekcast because we had to put it off because I've been sick. It's
nice,
Jon Favreau. We're talking about Star Wars. Like I love this.
Don. I don't know much about the.
Yeah, Jon Favreau doing a TV show called The Mandalorian. Eldergen says Phase 1 is the space battle against the capital ship style Slave 1 prototype, and then Phase 2, I guess, is against the 20-foot Mandalorian bounty hunter. Human Pan in the chat then says Harold actually sounds British. I went to a British international school for like 2 years when I lived in Malaysia, so that might have helped. I was really salty back then. Every one of those kids were salty. They're all British. All right.
They said everything was brilliant. Everything was mental.
Bloody was every other word, dude. When I got back here, I felt so awkward saying bloody all the time with my accent. Oh
my god! And I'm pretty sure, like, if people hear you say, "Hey, my god, this guy's such a pretentious prick," to say such British words.
I had first-hand experience. No, so I think we should get to the news. I think you guys keep chatting away in the chat. We'll do our best to keep knocking down and answering. But yeah, I think we should talk about the news. We're a couple of minutes in, so let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Where's my soundbite for the news? Let's do this. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where's my soundboard?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll do the other thing first. This part of the news, or this part of the show, is brought to you by the Kutzlang Geekcast. Yes, the Kutzlang Geekcast. The schedule changes all the time. Check out Twitter and Facebook to find out when the next show is. Find me, Wancho, and Sensei Humor himself, Derek O'Brien, talk about all the latest geek news, views, and all that good stuff. It's now out on Spotify, just like GameByte. Check us out, the Kutzlang Geekcast, every week on the Kutzlang Media Network. Diego, I think I have my soundboard isn't loading. That's what's happening. It's not loading. So
what?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but it's not loading.
It's okay.
So I guess we'll
make do.
Yeah, we'll make do. This week in video games. All right, this week in video games. DZ, this bit of news got me super psyched because one, it involves Marvel, and you can't go wrong with Marvel nowadays. And two, it involves Spider-Man because Spider-Man is once again the hot new thing. Why is it going in slow motion? I'm not sure. But yes, it involves Spider-Man and Marvel's gaming universe, which is a weird thing to say now that I'm saying it. DZ Marvel apparently is planning its own video game universe, and my soundboard just loaded. I think I can play it now. Hold on.
Well, here.
There. Sorry.
Go ahead.
This week in video games.
All right, I just needed to play that. Sorry, DZ, you were saying.
Well, if this Marvel gaming universe is just as good as how they're treating the Marvel cinematic universe, then by all means, please. I mean, we could use more superhero games that isn't Batman Arkham, right? I think we can agree on that. We could use more. We can use a better Hulk. We can use a better Thor. We can use an Iron Man. A better Iron Man. Better everything.
Oh, dude, if we could get an Iron Man video game, oh, dude, like in this sort of style, like yes, please.
Yes. Definitely.
First of all, I've been loving the Spider-Man video game because I've been playing it, and I'm with you. I totally wholeheartedly agree that if this is the Iron Man film, which is what they're describing, the Iron Man film of the Marvel gaming universe, then I can't wait to see what they have next. Because rumor is it's not going to be Insomniac doing the next one. It's going to be like a whole host of studios doing doing each hero kind of a thing. So Insomniac has Spider-Man, and then if you're watching the video feed, this is the developers, I think, playing their own game. They're getting their butts kicked. But yeah, so I am all for it because the MCU proved to be a success, an intertwining universe of video games of the Marvel variety just sounds like the natural progression of video games to me.
So Marvel has their hand on this as well, at least, right?
Yes.
Okay. What? It's not Marvel Studios, is it?
Yes.
It's Marvel Studios.
Oh no, sorry. It's Marvel. Like,
Marvel. Okay.
Yeah. So CB Cebulski probably has a hand in this.
If it gets any better, they might make but at first it was just Marvel making those, and then they made another division called Marvel Studios that's handled pretty much all the films, right? So they might do it for, essentially by they can call it what? Marvel. Well, Studios is already taken. Marvel
Games.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with games because of EA Games, so.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
EA really soured that, didn't they?
But yeah, I mean that's great. Like, yeah, if they, I don't know. Okay, here, let's try this. Let's do a bit of brain exercise for this one. What game would you want to see that's Marvel but isn't someone from the Avengers? Because they've already made flops of the Avengers, like Thor.
Yeah.
They made a bad Iron Man. They made a bad Thor. Who else do you think would be nice?
Okay, so I want to go to the chat for this first because I already saw Eldergen message about it. So,
go ahead.
I'll bring up the trailer again while we're talking about this. So, he also said, "Quit selling geese cast." Sorry, the geese. My nose is making it hard. It's
okay.
No. So,
okay.
Oh, and Francis said, "Sup, fam? Hope I'm not too late." Francis, you're just in time. Thank you for tuning in, and miss you, man. So Francis says, "I think Iron Man makes most sense with Insomniac's game design." So that was Francis' post. Sorry. And I agree, especially with the way they've treated the costumes, the way they've treated the like they're not doing like 100% accurate human proportions, they're trying, but with a little bit of exaggeration that they have going with the suits and how bulky they can be. I think Iron Man would be perfect. And then you could have the whole Iron Man Spider-Man relationship developing because the studio is working so closely with itself to produce the games. I would be super game for that. So yeah, I think Iron Man for me, and then I want, like, if I can't pick Iron Man, I would say Thor, because
I
just want a Thor game. Like, I want to see how that works. How about you?
Yeah. Well, okay. I wonder how they'll pull off Hulk, Because for sure, if you're Hulk, you're gonna want to be able to destroy everything you possibly can, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But how will that work? Like, okay, are we gonna give it like we call it suspension of disbelief? Like, okay, if Hulk tears down this building, like once he leaves the map and reloads again, the building's back there, or something.
Oh, right, exactly.
Or they can make it like they can maybe spin something off from not World War, Planet Hulk, where it's like not on Earth and somewhere else.
Off-world, dude.
Right, off-world, right? They do Planet Hulk off-world, and like I guess the developer who would like to see do that is, well, actually no, I can't think of right off the top of my head, but yeah, an off-world Hulk game.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to see Ghost Rider.
Oh yes, yes.
And then the ones who can do that are the ones who can do Ghost Rider are Santa Monica Studios. Those are the same guys who make God of War, right?
Yes, yes. I'm down for that. Yes. I also want to throw my hat in because the chat I think is also giving suggestions.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
I would also do Agents of Shield XCOM.
Oh fuck! Yeah. I'm sorry for the language, but yes.
Right?
Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like have a similar system where you can name the agents if you don't like the default one, so that you and your friends would be Agents of Shield, and then have cameos from all these heroes from the other from the rest of the MGU. Have them show up as either hero units or co-protagonists, someone that could push the story along. When one of your heroes dies, you have a memorial where all the Avengers are there. The more
Francis says if you're gonna do it says lol X-Men XCOM.
Well,
also,
I have a gripe with that in some way, because I think the X-Men franchise was made for the X-Men Legends Marvel Ultimate Alliance style. Like I think with all the varied powers, I think they kind of nailed it on the head. They just have to flesh it out and make it better. Get the next step for that. But I wouldn't mind that actually. X-Men XCOM. Like that's also another way to spin it.
Oh yeah. There's a lot here.
Go
to the list. Yeah, go ahead.
Human Panda said MMO for Avengers. They tried that. Sort of like Diablo style. Marvel had a game like that. It was sort of Diablo style, where you could have
it was a
set of
dungeon
heroes.
crawler.
Yeah, it was a dungeon crawler, and then you'd have a set of heroes that you'd play. Someone refresh our memory. What game was that? And then if you were playing with a friend, then they would also have a similar hero pool that they could draw out from, and it'd be like Diablo. So that wouldn't be bad, but I think there's more potential for other similar games.
Yeah. There's also Eldergen says, "Ooh, imagine a CD Projekt Red doing Blade."
That is interesting. Wow.
I mean, I think they could. Like Blade in the was that game in Witcher that they make? The Gwent. Imagine Blade playing Gwent. But yeah.
No, but yeah, I can see that happening.
There's so many ways to do it.
Yeah.
Francis says that Deadpool video game, it'll make the most use of Insomniac's engine.
Yeah. That makes
true.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense too. Sorry, Gibbs is also in the chat giving us his pride emoji.
Nice.
Yeah,
he says
if they... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. You first. Then I'll say it.
No, I was gonna say Francis also mentioned another Deadpool video game. They had a decent one, but if they could just polish the mechanics, because they had the good humor in it, just lacked the polish in the actual game itself.
Okay, here I got it. To add on that, if they were to give Deadpool to a developer, I want Marvel to choose Platinum Games. I want to make the Devil May Cry, who's made Bayonetta. That spectacle fighter style for Deadpool, why not, right? That would work.
Would you want it more realistic like Spider-Man, or more cel-shaded like they've done in the past?
I think more realistic over cel-shaded, but whatever works. It's more of the combat that should be polished. Like I don't care how cartoony it is, as long as the combat is there. Because I can imagine the combat of Deadpool to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, Gibbs says Punisher on a GTA 5 game. That would be cool. Or the Defender. Yeah. He says the Defenders. Okay, the Defenders for GTA 5. Punisher in maybe a Max Payne sort of style.
Yeah, that could also work.
Because he's more of a plain hero, right? He's just guns and shooting. So maybe give him a little depth with make his mechanics a little more interesting. Because the Defenders would work in GTA because like you could switch between heroes and just go around into warehouses and beating thugs up. Like I would love that. I would love that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man, everyone's giving out good ideas, man. Marvel's just gonna milk this episode for ideas.
I mean, Francis here is like a lot of the other Avengers either lack map sandbox navigation, and you lose stealth mechanics. P.S. Iron Fist game. I am Danny Rand.
Dude, right? So that's where like the whole GTA style kind of fits in because you do like following missions as Daredevil, Danny Rand and the rest of them like sneak into different parts of the building, kind of like in GTA 5 where the heists occur at different points.
Yeah.
And then you have them meet up. Like I would be down for that.
I'd say like a stealth. Like, if it was Daredevil, put like more stealth. So like Assassin's Creed, the first Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, I would be so game for that, and of course with Elektra. Yeah.
Human Panda has a good one. Doctor Strange.
That's Pharosaur also.
Oh yeah, and Pharosaur. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, dude. Like Doctor Strange. Wow. You like that's one that would be totally different from any of the heroes we've been talking about because he would deal with the more metaphysical world.
Yeah. So what developer would work best with that? What video game company? EA Sports.
No!
Game. Okay, no. I'm gonna throw this out there. Maxis. You know why? Because you know why Maxis is perfect for Doctor Strange? You know how the Sims talk, right? Actually, what about that, by the way? So that's how Doctor Strange's spells are. Like, you can't understand. It's like gibberish, right? So.
Oh my god. Yes, Maxis resurrected to make the worst of the MGU. And then shortly reacquired by EA. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pharosaur also said Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage. See, that's interesting. Like, that's a joke. But Nicolas Cage is voicing Spider-Man Noir in the Spider-Verse movie. And I would actually be down for him to actually just voice Ghost Rider. Like, he doesn't even have to do much. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Nicolas Cage. The one and
so
only.
much happening. Oh, Gibbs had the same idea as me with the whole, what's it called?
Punisher?
Yeah, Punisher, Max Payne style. Obsidian make a Pillars of Eternity Doctor Strange.
Wait.
Dude, Francis has a And
What's
like,
his,
who made Portals? Like I think you could get away
Valve.
with a first-person Doctor Strange and then have it like remember that game we saw in one of the ESGSs where you actually draw the runes on screen and the spell like
Isn't that a
happens?
VR game?
You could get away with that. With
Yeah,
Doctor
why
Strange.
not? Yeah, make Doctor Strange a VR game.
And then like have the whole hand signals because that's part of the appeal of being Doctor Strange is doing the spells.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That would work.
you know what?
Just give it the hands of Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel, have this for free. All right, have all these ideas for free. We just want to play them. Okay, we just want to play them.
Oh, we have a first timer on the show. Wisais?
Was I there?
Yeah, I think he followed us. He followed us just a while ago. I think we missed it, and he did ask us a question. He's asking us when we started the podcast. So Harold, backstory.
So we can get to that more later on. I should release like a behind the scenes, shouldn't I, of like how Quit Stalling started. So
Okay, what year did we start?
So we started, I think 2016. I think, right? Has it?
Or was it 2015?
No, because last year we had. Didn't we have our anniversary? Our first anniversary last year, and then our second anniversary earlier this year in Feb, right? I'm so confused now.
Wait, wait. Go answer chat and like.
Yeah, so
I'll check out.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
check
been
the
a bit of a
recordings.
blur. So we started out with a podcast called the Quit Stalling Podcast, which was pretty much just me and our friend Mikhail when we decided to just do a podcast because we've always put off other projects. And it grew from there. We split off GameByte, and then we turned the other one into the Quit Stalling Geekcast, which is still also going on. And yeah, it's been a while. It's been good. We've been having fun. So I think that's the most important thing. If we weren't having fun, we'd just be casting Overwatch. But yeah, this is like the lifeblood of Quit Stalling so far. Yeah, we hope you're enjoying as well. Yeah, 2016. Francis confirmed it was 2016.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was around May, I think.
Yeah. So going back to the whole superhero games thing, Gibbs said I would to have a he would love to have a Spawn game.
Oh yeah.
There was an old one that wasn't bad for the PlayStation. Like if you make a modern Spawn, I think if you could pull that off, you could also make a modern Venom video game.
Yeah, yeah. Spawn shit. There were a lot of good Spawn games.
Man, Spawn was a wasted franchise, and I'm glad they're bringing it back with Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah.
Human Panda was saying, what do you guys think about something like a Final Fantasy-ish kind of Marvel game, turn-based and all that? I think it could work turn-based. I'm not sure what heroes would fit. I think my default for stuff that isn't conventional action slasher would be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, because that would fit more into that. But thinking about it, the Avengers would also fit. Like have their spells on cooldowns, like Final Fantasy has them on, like separate spells versus your fighting abilities. I think that could work too. That would be interesting. They are talking about Square Enix's the Avengers project. It might be like that. Who knows?
Cool.
Yeah,
I just want to say, I want one. One last one for me.
Go. No, go.
I want to see. Actually, this can be generally a Marvel game. Freaking Dynasty Warriors Marvel.
Yes.
And
Francis knows I'd say yes to this in a heartbeat.
Mutants is one faction, and then we have
Dude.
so that's, and then mutants, so that includes the Brotherhood, the X-Men,
oh my
and then
god.
we have who are, I guess if you want to consider the what are the Black Bolt called?
The Inhumans, yeah. Oh,
Inhumans.
Yes. See, they would fit. They would fit that. Yes.
And then there's a third faction. Who's the third? The third is et al. I guess the Avengers that aren't X-Men and Inhumans.
I guess X-Force, with Deadpool and all those guys.
Oh yeah.
That could work. Or the Morlocks. I don't know, something more obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would throw a buttload of money on my screen for a Marvel franchise version of Dynasty Warriors. Yes. Human Panda is saying, is Jamie Foxx really going to be Spawn? I'm not sold. Yeah, he really is. You should check out the Quit Stalling Geekcast where we talk about that. Cheap plug.
Cheap plug.
Hydra would. Oh yeah, Hydra would work for trash mobs. That would be cool.
Just random goons and robots.
Man, see, we're getting into a deep rabbit hole of things we genuinely want because technology is at that phase where all of this could be a reality.
Yeah, and we're at a point where we just want everything to connect and make sense instead of making. Yeah, and that.
No, but yeah, I am so down. You guys gave out so many ideas. Fantastic Four would also work.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's so much untapped potential just from Marvel alone. And if DC tried, they could steal all of our ideas and just adapt them to the DC universe.
Yeah, but it's doing it well is the trick. they can steal, but doing it well is the big problem.
Yeah. Imagine God of War, but you're playing Black Adam. You're playing another anti-hero, like Black Adam. That'd be freaking amazing.
Yeah. Or Venom.
Oh my gosh.
Venom, Carnage, Toxin, So the list goes on.
And I think I've mentioned this on the show before. If we get a Spider-Verse game where DZ and I could play different Spider-Man, multiplayer, we'd play PS4 Spider-Man on our solo time, but we're like, DZ, you want to take out a Spider-Verse mission, and then we go online and play Spider-Man together, like
Yeah, and like if I guess at one point we can play different Spider-Man. I'll play Peter Porker, the pig version of.
yes, yes, dude, I'd be Miles Morales because I'm browner than you, so like we can make it happen, guys.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Oh, dude, like honestly, DZ, like I would do so much for an experience like that. You know, like that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool if something like that would happen. Man.
Man, like to think, Marvel like was broke at one point, and like they can make money. They can make money if they just like say, hey, we want to make a video game with you guys, but we want to be part of it, but let's make it. It'll be good. It'll be great.
It's gonna be huge. We can set it in China. So I love China. No, yeah, like oh man, there's so much potential. Like I can't wait. So I think the bottom line is we can't wait to see what Marvel has in store for the Marvel gaming universe. The fact that they've just brought up that they're looking to have an interconnected Marvel gaming universe and getting us this excited just proves like the inner child in us just wants all of that. Like we've been waiting for something like that since the very first Atari game that was Marvel licensed, which I think was Spider-Man.
Yeah,
we're at that point. Yeah.
That swinging game, like
yeah, because we waited this long to have a good follow-up to the Spider-Man PlayStation 2 games. So like we're now at a stage where we can hope because we've been given the product that we deserve, and man, is it a good time.
Definitely.
Man, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Oh, Francis in the chat says, "Give me Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, beat him up. He would be the first person that I'd want to play in that Dynasty Warriors Marvel." Is this your king?
Hey, yo, Tita.
No.
What was that? What was the dub thing we were talking about the other day?
So, for those of you who aren't quit stalling hosts, me, Diego, JM, one of our casters for Scrim Nights and for Plus Attack, we were talking about how JM is looking to do dubs, and one of his secret projects is Marvel related, and he's it's not confirmed yet, but we were talking about like what would a localized Black Panther sound like, and it was not
Killmonger. Hey yo, was it Sup Auntie? So if it's in Filipino, how is it?
I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it again.
Basta, Tita.
That's pretty much what I said.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is.
Okay. I think we have to climb out of the rabbit hole.
I think we could just do Blizz Corner real quick, and then we have to wrap up the show.
Okay. Or what if we do it? The next one I want to do. I can do that really quick.
Okay.
Okay. So the next
go.
The next bit of news comes from, of course, news from like a month ago, last month, was that Telltale closes down, and that they're having trouble finding a way to finish the last season, right? So Robert Kirkman, the creator of Walking Dead, takes matters into his own hands. So Telltale's, and this is from IGN. Okay, this is from IGN. Telltale's Walking Dead, the final season will get its ending through Robert Kirkman's Skybound. I think Skybound is his company right now. So according to the statement from Skybound, the company has taken ownership of Telltale's Walking Dead, the final season, and will finish the season. Skybound will work with the members of the original Telltale team to finish the story in a way that fans deserve. Skybound will continue to update fans on the status of the game on skybound.com, Twitter, and its Facebook. So, for those of you who are so invested in Clementine's story and the Walking Dead series, there is hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. The creator staking stuff into his own hands is gonna finish the game for us.
Oh man, things are frozen. My camera's frozen. Okay. Yeah, so
There we go.
Yeah, it's interesting, and we did get word that Telltale is shutting down. For those of you who weren't aware, I want to talk more in depth about this when Elgin is on, because there's a lot of finger pointing as to the cause of Telltale shutting down, and if we get into it now, it's gonna be a long conversation. But I think this is good. The actual news story of what's his last name? Kirkman, right? Robert Kirkman. Yeah. Taking things and making sure something that the fans love actually gets finished, which is rare nowadays. Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this is great, and it's something that like I mentioned, it's kind of rare that the people, how do I put this, get a good way to end a story. We've seen so many cancellations of different shows, so I think this is good. I think this is only good.
Yeah, that's very good. This is a good ending, and the comics have always been of Robert Kirkman. Like if you actually read, I mean, heck, the comics were honestly better than this show, the TV show. So what better way?
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Yeah, one thing before I think we missed this. I don't know if we might have missed. I just want to give a quick shout out, just backing up to the whole Marvel games comparison. So Miko P in the chat said Groot farming simulator.
Oh, is Miko P in the chat? Miko P, sorry man.
He said
Groot farming simulator.
Why not?
Yes.
Possible.
You know what? Yes. I want that. Like that could be like a lead up to a major game, like that could be like a quick mobile game.
Yeah.
Like an endless mobile game.
And that like make or breaks like the next crisis of the gaming universe. Okay, we're going down the rabbit hole again.
Speaking of Telltale, to merge things together, they did have a Guardians of the Galaxy game. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Was kind of a me. All right, so yeah, do you want to skip ahead the BlizzCon, or you want to like breeze through these last few things?
I think we'll save the rest for next time, and then we'll go through the BlizzCon now.
Sure thing.
All right, let's. What soundbite do I use normally? Okay, so it's time for the Blizz Corner.
Oh, let's break it down!
Epic! Yes, it's time for the Blizz Corner. And this is a part of the show where we talk about, our overlords over at Blizzard. A cool bit of news, DZ, that I wanted to bring up because by the next show it's not going to be that relevant. The folks over at Blizzard and World of Warcraft decided to give a helping hand to one of its community members. So this is pretty cool, dude. A guy named Adam, who goes by Mystical OS, is a guy who develops an add-on for World of Warcraft. It's become so crucial to raiders. It's called Deadly Boss Mods. That Blizzard. It's become so crucial that Blizzard and the Warcraft development team, the raid development team, have actually planned their raids based around this add-on. So if you've never heard of it before, it pretty much gives you alerts on your UI when a boss mechanic is gonna happen. It's to help things out because sometimes in an MMO the screen gets really cluttered and you can't really see the floor or you can't really see the spell effect. So, this add-on is supposed to help with that. So and it gives you timers for when the cooldown of the boss's ability is going to come up. So it's really useful, and a lot of the community use this or a similar one called Bigwigs. Adam, or Mystical OS, the developer, has fallen on sort of hard times because he's looking after his mom, his widowed mom. He's her caregiver pretty much. So he's not able to work too far from home. He actually has to work from home. So he's had to turn down jobs from Blizzard and the Warcraft team and so much more. So because he can't get too many jobs from home that can pay for a full-time job and allow him to do DBM, Deadly Boss Mods, he wasn't able to afford a PC when it broke down. And the team over at Blizzard were kind enough to give him all the stuff you can see on your screen right now. So they gave him a full rig along with some goodies.
Damn.
Yeah, and a signed collector's edition of Battle for Azeroth. But that's really cool.
I think that's, if he sells that's worth more than the PC he probably got. Imagine that.
Yeah, like that's crazy. So I think, I just wanted to give props to our overlords, and the fact that they do look after the community despite all the complaints they get. We give Blizzard a good rap on this show, but they still do get a lot of negativity from the internet because it's the internet and people are never satisfied, especially when you pay a subscription model. But they do look after people, and as much as a lot of people would say Blizzard has become a soul-sucking corporation under Activision, stuff like this still makes you believe that they have, they're still gamers at heart and they still know what it's like to struggle.
Yeah, I mean, the mere fact that their games are replayable after years, I mean, it says something about how much they care about their game.
Exactly. And they're coming out with updates to games like StarCraft, like HD remakes and stuff. So yeah, it's great. So I wanted to mention that. Other relevant news: our currently favorite Blizzard game, Overwatch, has gotten Halloween Terror back. So you got new skins, you got a rethemed Chateau Guillard for free-for-all deathmatch, but despite what the trailer tells you, there's no new PvE mode, which I was really disappointed about.
Yeah, I did log in earlier to see if there was anything at all. It's just that, okay, fine, there's no PvE, but the new skins are nice. I'll give them that. The new skins are nice.
They're really good.
They're really good. It's a nice tidbit. I don't know if you have to play it to see it, but Pharah's like a bodiless suit of armor, right?
Yeah.
If you kill Farah in that suit, it doesn't ragdoll. Her armor literally splits apart.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's why it's like, wow, so it spreads out. Like it's like how Bastion, when you kill a Bastion, the armor just dissipates. So same thing with the Farah.
That's cool. Yeah, so I love Halloween Terror, but I have to say I'm pretty disappointed about what we got. And I think that's why we got the trailer on the day of release, on the minute of release, because people would have expected so much more.
That's true.
I wish they gave us more. B Baker 248 in the chat. Hey, buddy, hope you're doing good. We're just talking a little bit about some gaming news here and there.
I think he's new to the show. He just followed us as well. So
yeah, thank you so much for the follow. We hope you're enjoying so far. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the show. We're about to end, but we're recapping a couple of things. I just wish they gave us more than the skins, because the trailer really makes me hyped up for like a PvE mode.
I thought it was gonna be like you pick a character and you go through the entire Chateau Guillard and
1v1 everyone.
Yeah, and they come out of nowhere. Like, you're near the coast, right? And then there's gonna be like a recurring enemy that comes up, which is Doomfist, right? As Doomfish, he pops out of the water like a sea monster all the time.
Yeah,
and we have to fend him off. And as you can see, Soldier as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, he's following you throughout the map, the map, right?
Yeah,
Easy.
I missed opportunities left and right. Like, hopefully they learn from this and do it next year. That's the best we can hope for. Because honestly, once you've played the game, you paid for the game once. You don't, unless you're buying loot boxes, you don't really pay for the game again. So
yeah,
I hope they give us more PvE stuff. Honestly, so
yeah, that's true. But so you prefer PvE over skins, if I'm not mistaken.
I just think we get great skins, but those only go so far. I want new stuff. I want new modes. Like PvE would be great.
Yeah, for me, I feel like this is the last time I'll accept just skins. Next time, I'm hoping for another mode. I don't want another Maze Snowball Fiesta, whatever it's called. I want deliver.
This is the last time I'll accept a skin as a majority stockholder of Blizzard, Activision Blizzard. This is the last time this is acceptable.
Acceptable? Was it the lemon from something? Anyway, but yeah, so same. This I was hoping for more PvE.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the skins are good. Like Doomfish and his fins flopping around everywhere. Okay. I just I love Overwatch, and I guess that love is why we expect so much from it, right?
Of course, of course.
Oh man. All right. So lastly, in a sad bit of news this week, ending the Blizz corner, our numero uno overlord. It's not Papa Jeff, sadly. Our numero uno overlord, Mike Morhaime, has stepped down from Blizzard. Why is my bar showing up there? Mike Morhaime, has stepped down from Blizzard as he is a co-founder and was the president up until this point. He's stepping down after 20. Sorry, I keep burping. 25,
the man responsible
23.
for our childhood video games.
No, sorry, 27. I think some odd years of being president of Blizzard, and since he was the co-founder, he's been there that long. And he's stepping down. He's still gonna be there from time to time in an advisory role.
That's good.
Some of you guys might know Mike Morhaime from World of Warcraft. He was part of that team for the longest time when Blizzard put all the resources into World of Warcraft. Cool guy. He does the Blizzard keynote a lot. I think he was there last year. Francis is thinking I'm tearing up. I kind of am. No, but yeah, this guy is amazing. He met his wife. I think that was him. He met his wife in World of Warcraft. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because that might be some. Oh no, sorry, that was Tom Shilton. Never mind. But yeah, so Mike Morhaime stepping down. There was a lot of people saying on podcasts and on videos the past few weeks since his announcement that him stepping down, him being there is one of the reasons why the company culture has stayed the same. Like, he was the one driving the fact that, yes, these are our values, gameplay first and be good to each other and all that stuff. Like, they were saying he was one of the biggest proponents of that, and the fact that he was president allowed that to stay. So it's really sad that he's going. The guy replacing him, J. Allen Brack, looks like a hard ass. He's also from the Warcraft team. He looks like if Steven Seagal had a nerdy brother that decided to develop video games. Like, he's cool. I've seen some of his videos, but he also, from what I've heard, has a reputation for being really strict.
Oh yeah, he does look like Steven Seagal.
And he was the same person who went out during BlizzCon and said, "You think you want vanilla WoW, but you don't." Like, he outright said that, and it got a lot of people mad. But hopefully Blizzard continues to be the way it is because of the culture that's already there. But yeah, like, Mike Morhaime, really top dog. I watched the documentary of how Blizzard was founded so many times because it inspired me. Not just to write stuff that I've always wanted to see in video games, because I have like a ton of Google Docs about Francis. I've talked to Francis about this. Like, I have a ton of Google Docs about an intertwining universe of video games that I myself have wanted to see. Like, I've watched that documentary so many times, and it's really cool how they've gone from the very brink so many times into being one of the biggest and most sustainable video game publishers and creators and developers ever. So, like, it's cool. And seeing Morhaime and his co-founders there, Alex Afraziabi. No, Afraziabi is not a co-founder. Wait, he co-found. Who's the other co-founder for Blizzard? Frank Pierce and Alan Adham. Yeah, so those guys, like, seeing their story, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Like, it's just really cool. Like, so I felt like I could relate to Mike Morhaime because they seem like such relatable people.
Yeah, like, it's hard for companies to let go of the people who are responsible for a lot of things. It's like how when Steve Jobs passed, look what's happened to Apple. Okay, here, even though I'm an Android boy, and even though I have a freaking Apple product, Apple product, I understand. Yeah, you as well. I understand how valuable Steve Jobs was to the company.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's a blow, but at least it's good is that, as good that he's still gonna be on board to some extent, because I don't want Blizzard to become something like, the two-lettered company.
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft for me is still okay. Be fair.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. Hi, Ubisoft Philippines. Looking forward to seeing your studio sometime. Hi, Laika. Hi, Susie. So yeah, like looking forward to where Blizzard goes from here. I'm hoping Mike Morhaime staying on as a consultant from time to time means that they'll keep the flow going. And yeah, Human Pen in the chat says Apple completely changed after Steve. Apple sucks, by the way.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Mike Morhaime. Hope to see you around. Hope to see you at a BlizzCon soon. And yeah, BlizzCon is next month. I want to see how that goes.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to buy the ticket. Like, okay, just before we stop, like we have 1 minute. What is like if I were to buy it, like how do you have to dedicate an entire day to like just watch whatever happens? And that is what you're watching worth that $40?
What you're watching is worth the $40.
Okay.
If you love all the games, yeah, why not take a day and watch? Like, because it's a 2-day thing, so why not take those 2 days to watch it?
That's a
Because,
2. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But the thing is, like, you know, the weekend, it's like right on the weekend anyway. So like,
Yeah.
you could just stay at home and relax and watch it. Cause, man, like being the first to see all the updates and knowing that it's live, knowing that it hasn't happened yet, and you're just like freaking out. It's so different from like watching it after someone spoils it on Facebook or after the fact when you know like, okay, this was already announced, but I'm seeing it late. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. Like, you freaking out. And the fact that we can do this because of technology and we don't have to be there is like so cool.
I mean, like I don't know, like maybe we can do like a live viewing party. I think if it's on November 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, we could even do it in a way like everyone's just on Discord reacting to it.
Yeah.
We have a Discord for a reason. Has has everyone gotten in? Like I know someone in the chat. Who was it?
Was
Ice, I think. Yeah, was Ice was trying to get in. Was Ice, have you been able to get into the Discord? Let's watch BlizzCon together. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Like, okay, wait. I'm thinking about it. Like November 1 and 2, right? November 1 and 2.
Oh,
sorry.
And Francis has a great point, Diego. The World Cup is happening at BlizzCon. The Overwatch World Cup is happening. The finals are at BlizzCon.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay, let's think about it. I'm game to do because like, I mean, here I want because every year they announce something for all of their games usually, right?
Yes, especially Diablo this year.
Yeah, and like, okay, here, like, if they announce something new for StarCraft, holy shit, because we're not expecting anything after, I forgot the third, the trilogy after the StarCraft 2, the three campaigns. I'm not expecting anything else, but like if StarCraft 3, holy, why not, right? Same thing for Diablo. If there's Diablo 4, like, please Lord, and like there's maybe an expansion for Overwatch, but I doubt it.
No, I don't think Overwatch is the type of game to have an expansion. Like added content maybe. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
An expansion is like something more for a Diablo or like yeah.
No, but
As
like,
long as-
honestly, like
yeah.
we're talking about Diablo. If they announce a Netflix show and just another expansion, like I wouldn't mind waiting for Diablo 4 a couple of years down the line. You know what I mean? Like if they give us the Netflix Diablo show, I'd just be like, yes, now Warcraft or now Overwatch.
Question. Okay, wait. Last one. So if it's on November 2 Saturday, November 2 Friday, November 3 Saturday, what time is that for us? That's Saturday, Sunday.
If you go to the BlizzCon website, I think they localize the time for you.
Schedule.
Let me check. If not, I think I have an MMO Champion link. MMO Champion is like where all the World of Warcraft stuff gets leaked. So I could link you to that one. What is CST our time? Because no way that's 2 a.m. in California. Yeah, I think this is our time.
Oh my god, it's all in the morning.
Yeah, because it's from the opening gates. Like when they open the gates, opening of the gates.
Yeah. So it starts 2 a.m. until 12 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Until
Honestly,
noon,
dude. I'm gonna say like if you could just stay until 4 a.m. Oh wait, no, Overwatch. What's next? Yeah, we're gonna stay up late.
Yeah, I am down for it. I mean, I do have Spanish classes later that day, but like I can stay up.
Yeah, man. to eres
Buenos dias.
mujer.
Mga par. Mujer. Buenos dias, mi amigo.
Yeah, leche. Let's do it.
Look, Francis said he's game because there's what he said, he has no work on that day. He's free for a viewing party.
Let me throw up the schedule on the screen for those of you watching live. But yeah, let's do it. Let's freaking do it, guys. Let's just be on Discord. We don't even need like video like this. No, let's just hang out. All right, let's do it raw. We don't need a show. All right, let's just do it raw.
But everyone in the viewing party has to buy, of course, the ticket, right?
I think there's a way for us to be able to watch it through like a share streaming service.
Is that allowed? Is that legal?
I think ish.
I think so, because like we're gonna be live streaming that. Obviously, we're not just gonna.
No, but we're
gonna
streaming it to other people. We're not streaming it for revenue. Like it's not commercial. Like it's not gonna be to Twitch, if anything.
Okay, are we gonna But the thing is, are we gonna record and like? We should like record it and
let's just hang out. Oh, we could record
okay.
it, but not have the video, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Like,
true.
like
Whatever
just our facial reaction. Yeah, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. I see people in the chat getting excited. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Viva España, DZ. Yes, Barcelona. All right, let's do it. Let's let's end the show. Let me play us out here. All right, guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in to GameByte. DZ, any final words as we head on into the sunset? Anything you want to say as we slowly disappear?
Anything I want to say? Well, the usual. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's always a pleasure to have everyone on stream. We don't get. I mean, we know we've been gone for a while, so this is a great refresher. It moves a lot of stress from our shoulders. What else? I think we're kind of rusty, Herald, because we forgot to ask each other what games we played this week or something.
I just love the flow. I was like, you know what? Let's not mention it for now. Like, we'll get to that eventually.
It was a flawless conversation, I'd say.
Yeah. And it's how podcasts should be. I think we're evolving, Diego. I think we're evolving. I am now Herald Chu.
Herald Chu.
Yeah, you are now Diego Zapdos. So yeah, it's been a great show, guys. And thanks in no small part. There we go. To the guys over in the chat. We had Elder Jin earlier on. I think he's still here. Wizace, Franciushu. Gibbs was there earlier on. There's so many people here. Human Panda, of course, as always, with the gifting of the subs and all that. Like, it's been a great show. B Baker 248. Yeah, all you guys. You guys are so cool. You guys are so cool. We appreciate you all. Yeah. Whoa. What happened there?
I don't know. What happened?
Oh my gosh. Wait. Let me. There. Okay. I have to click on some things, but yeah. So, Human Panda has been gifting subs. We mentioned Human Panda earlier on. He's been gifting subs left and right, and we want to thank him, Human Panda. You're awesome for doing all of that. You gifted subs to, I think, 2 people today? Is that right? Or was it more?
I think he gifted one to, what's his name? Commander Root, and that's another person he gifted. I have to check the chat again, guys.
Yeah, go for it. Check the chat.
Check it.
But yeah, I want to thank everyone of our subs. So Miku P, of course, who was here earlier as well. Sensei Humor, InstaDeezy, these are right. Gabe Bruges, Salon Chen. Francis reminds Salon that he can subscribe monthly if he's an Amazon Prime subscriber. Elder Jin, of course. Archer Perez, and all you guys. You guys are all awesome. Our lead bitcher, who has overthrown Elder Jin by a factor of 370. Well, by a number of 371, not a factor. Nerf Diva, Nope _ plays as well, coming up behind with 1400. Elder Jin with 1100. If not now, Gwen with 700. Mershi, aka Ube, with 600. Tita Gamings, of course, with 150. Aaron Gaming, 44122. Oh, sorry, InstaDeezy with 117 because he wanted that soccer emote during the World Cup. Clark Q Plays and Cloud Coon, you guys are all awesome. Elderjin coming up from nowhere with 400 bits. He was waiting for his moment. He is back on top, ladies and germs. Elderjin numero uno once again. You are the man. He will not be denied his crown. Nerf Diva's got a lot to live up to, dude. This is awesome. I love the back and forth, Diego. I love the back and forth.
He wants to keep that spot. The pedestal is back on. He is the king of the throne, the king of our throne.
The king of... Well, the frozen throne is what I sit on in the middle of the night when I gotta get up from bed.
Oh yeah, we should call it that. Like, who tonight shall sit on the frozen throne?
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Human Panda also gifted us up to Denunchi, who joined our Discord as well. You guys are all awesome. Thank you to our most recent followers: B Baker 248, Wizaz, Josh with 79 Smith, Arch Daniel 123, who I think has participated in the Scrim Nights, Dandy Ongo 23, Stanley Jew 1, Steez PH, my brother,
Steez from Herald from CS:GO.
Core Fishy, the Chimi Rollin, Chimi man, Chimi, who was also a participant. I love his Twitch name because he followed us after we went off air. His name is the
Chimi Rollin. Oh my god.
So good. So good. And I'm still so sick. I'm gonna have a fever after this show. You guys are all so cool. Zombeach 08. Oh man, Zombie finally gave us the follow. Oh, thank you guys so much. And Lima0718, your name's about to show up in a little bit, but thank you for the follow as well. You guys are all awesome, and we appreciate you all stopping by. We hope you had fun. We'll be back next week, hopefully with Mick, maybe with a guest, who knows. Elderjin will be back hopefully before the end of the month as well. We'll get you back on, brother. We got you. We got you. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, but thank you everyone for tuning in. You guys are all awesome. You guys are all amazing. I'm so tired right now. I watched A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga. It drained me emotionally. There it is.
A Star Is Born.
That's what I was singing the whole time since the trailer. I was like, we're here that can please the crowd. A star is born. Need a name you can shout out loud. A star is born. And make you through. All right. Every night star is. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. We're gonna get lost in Hercules. Let's end the show, DZ. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you want to follow Diego, man, let him know where they can find you outside of the Quick Stylings podcast called GameByte.
Okay, so you guys can follow me at my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/instadz. I've been streaming a lot of Sin Tracer, in case you guys don't know what that game is. It's on early access right now. It's a game made specifically for the film industry. You could say for cinematographers. It's a game that uses the Unreal Engine where you can replicate a film set, and then you can take photos of your film using like this, how an actual camera looks like, and you can use that as a basis for your storyboard. So check that out, Sin Tracer. If you want to have fun with film, buy it. It's a game made by Cinematography Database. There's a as you can see on the screen now. I kind of replicated like a battlefield here, but anyway, just check it out. Sin Tracer by Cinematography Database. Again, you can see me stream that at twitch.tv/instadz. My Instagram is the same up there at instadz. Also, if you guys want to check out my website of all my film stuff, www.diegoz.com. But yeah, how about you, Harold? What have you? What have you been playing? Jesus Christ!
I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man, Diego.
Can find you. Oh, I know you've been playing Spider-Man.
So good, so good. I can just imagine myself as that scrawny kid from New York. All right, guys, you can check me out on Herald Plays on Twitter and on Instagram. I haven't posted recently on Instagram, but you know what? ESGS always changes that. Always gets me hyped. And we got a lot happening for the weeks leading up to Plus Attack, so expect a lot of BTSs, behind the scenes in the coming weeks. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And of course, to build a little hype for that as well, I'll be streaming a little bit on twitch.tv/HeraldPlays when I feel better. I was supposed to stream on Monday after the Geekcast, but I got so sick. I was so sick like Neo. So check that out, guys. Like Neo. And that's the reason I'm so sick of love songs. All right. Check us out on Facebook and on Twitter at QuitStallingUs or Facebook.com/QuitStallingUs. We're also on Instagram at QuitStalling, and if not on SoundCloud, ignore that. We're on Twitch. Twitch.tv/QuitStalling is where you're watching us right now if you're watching us live. But if you're not, check out the videos on demand. Just click that videos tab and find all our previous streams right there. And of course, all the VODs go up on YouTube as well. Everything, I guarantee, will be caught up by this time tomorrow night on Thursday. Up to this episode, everything will be caught up because I'm spending the whole day tomorrow. I'm dedicated tomorrow to Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and updating the podcast feeds in the YouTube stream. Tomorrow is all of that. All right, I'm getting it done. Nothing else is happening because I'm sick. I can't exercise because my foot is sore as well. There's so much wrong with my body right now, Diego.
Oh my
so
lord.
I can't. My body. I can't. But yeah, guys, everything is possible through you. So we thank you so much. And if you want to find everything that we just talked about, look below on Twitch, on YouTube, or the YouTube description. If you're watching on Twitch, just look at the buttons below. Like scroll down a little bit, you'll find all the buttons you need to find right below. All the descriptions, the links to our streams and all that stuff. Lava Shadow Sect LSS. Hey, welcome back, man. Yeah, check it all out, guys. It's all there. Thank you for tuning in to GameByte. We appreciate you all. We'll be back next week. Same Byte time. Same Byte channel. But till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. That's it, guys. Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 Why is your chair shaking?
Oh,
Is
that's
your
me.
butt-
I'm shaking my leg. I'm shaking my leg.
Or your butt? Shake
Yeah,
that booty.
no, I'm really shaking my leg.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
that-
looks
it's
like
that,
you're
you know-
twerking.
Twerk, twerk. You know, it's